Hey guys, what's up? It's Jeremiah again from Craftsman Home Inspections. Hey, just giving you another quick tip from the home inspector here. I'm gonna make this video short, and then I'm gonna make another similar video that I'm going to put up online to help real estate agents notice these things when they're walking through the houses with their clients. If you're in the market to buy a house, you can learn how to look for these things. That way you can put an offer on a house that you don't have to back out on. So we're looking at structure and grading and the way those things relate to your home. We're gonna go over here. Let's see if I can point some of the things out for you. So first thing I do when I walk up to a house, all I'm looking for is water. I'm looking for the ways that water affect the house, the way the water affects the structure. It's really, honestly, on the exterior, all I care about, because most of the issues on the exterior with the roof, obviously hail, snow, all that kind of thing, but those are all water items, frozen water. Most of the issues on exterior home are gonna come from water. So how is water leaving the roof of the house? It's going to be collected in the gutters. It's going to go down the downspout. So first thing I'm going to look for is, where are the downspouts discharging? Are they discharging at the foundation like all these concrete blocks? I'll be honest with you, they mean absolutely nothing to me. So if you look here, I mean, imagine the downspout is coming, all the water collecting from the roof is sitting here next to the foundation. So I'm looking for that. This house happens to have this all around the foundation. So again, if you're looking for a home inspector, check out Craftsman Home Inspections. I'm Jeremiah, I'm the owner. We do home inspections in Aurora, Colorado. We also do radon testing and sewer scoping. Downspouts, we're looking at water. We're looking at the grading around the house. This is all flat. So all the water that falls here, snow, hail, rain, it's just gonna sit here and saturate the soil next to the foundation. Also, I'm looking for planter beds. Like here you can see, not only do you have neutral grade, so it's flat right here, and then it gets negative, so the grading, the water's all pooling right here, so it's sitting against the foundation in this corner. And then we also have, I'm looking for planter beds. So not only is this, same thing here, water's pooling here next to the foundation. We're looking at planter beds. These planter beds, they're not helping anything out. So what's happening is all the water is sitting here, it's sitting next to the foundation, and then not only is the grading and the downspouts bringing water against the foundation, but when you have planter beds and flowers and rose gardens next to the foundation and planter beds, now you have an obligation to come out here and water your foundation. So you're keeping this soil that's already a problem next to the foundation, you're just keeping it saturated by adding water to the foundation here. So another thing I'm gonna look for, again, over here on this side of the house, we're looking at grading. The grading is, again, it's pushing water towards the house. Looking at the downspouts. Downspouts, you want, if you can, you want that water to be discharged away from the house, at least 6 feet away from the house. This is obviously not doing that. The water is just missing the concrete block, sitting next to the foundation, and then that's what we have going on over here also. So again, get real close. We got flat grade over here, neutral grade. So again, the water is just sitting right here. We'll see some problems happen here. So right here on this foundation wall, if you can see here closely, you wouldn't notice this just doing a basic walkthrough, but you gotta look close. We're seeing these vertical stress cracks. Usually vertical cracks don't worry me, but we're seeing them in conjunction with these horizontal cracks. So you've got the vertical, and now it's branching off, and this horizontal crack, it's a hairline right now, but it's going to be a bigger problem later, is going all the way across the foundation. So that's not good. Horizontal cracking usually is related to hydrostatic pressure, which is water pressure against that foundation. Again, you're gonna need to have these kind of items looked at by a soils engineer or a structural engineer, just to get their idea of what is it gonna cost, what's the solution. Again, with this one, I think, and this is only my opinion, not the opinion of a professional foundation or structural engineer, but you could correct these things, help them not get any worse by just correcting the grade. So you're gonna compact and raise this soil 1/4 inch per foot for the first several feet out to get that slope where water's gonna hit this ground, because right now it's very neutral, just sitting there, and it's gonna be sloped away from the house. So again, related to this issue, you see this a lot with water issues around the house, is step cracking. So we've got cracks forming within the brick. Again, it's very common, but when you see it related to these other obvious water issues, you definitely want to have it looked at. And you'll see this related to water above the windows and above the doors. I'm going to show you a door over here on the rear end of the house. Again, downspout discharging at the foundation. If you come over here, you can tell that downspout's not doing its job. It's literally just allowing water to go at the foundation and beneath this deck surface. So we're also going to come over here. Again, this door here, you've got these cracks above the door here, and once this is the crack above the door, once you get to the point where you're over 1/4 inch, with it, this one is over 1/4 inch gap in this step crack. Again, you can see it here, going up, coming over this way, branching off that way, coming up here, disappearing beneath the trim. Once it gets above 1/4 inch, you've got a problem. I mean, you want to have that looked at just for preventative maintenance to make sure it doesn't get any worse. Also, you guys, what we're seeing here is this has been sealed. So when I'm looking at a house, I'm looking especially at a brick house, and I see step cracking, I'm looking for repairs. I've seen there's past repairs in here. So we're seeing that they have sealed this, they've dealt with it, and since they've dealt with it, it's continued to settle. So we can see here, look how big this crack is. There was sealant in here. It's still moving, and you can tell this wall is going that direction. Again, this is really common for an old house. This house was built in the 60s. But you want to get on this. You want to prevent this from having further damage. You can see some newer repairs here. You can see older repairs here. And you can see that it's still pulling away from itself. Hey, you guys, I think that's enough for today. Again, I'm Jeremiah Wheelersburg from Craftsman Home Inspections, your Aurora, Colorado home inspector, doing home inspections and radon testing and sewer scoping in the Aurora and Denver, Colorado metro areas. You can find out more at craftsmancolorado.com, or you can call me at 720-593-0383. So these are just some of the things I look for initially when I get to the house. So if you're in the market to buy a house, or you're a real estate agent trying to help somebody find a good house to put an offer on, look for these things. You can save yourself a headache so you don't have to walk away from the house, or you put an offer on the house and now you're under contract and now you're paying a home inspector to come to a house that you may or may not, depending on the negotiations, that you may or may not have to walk away from, and then have to start over, pay another home inspector, or pay that home inspector again to do another home inspection. So these things can all be corrected. Definitely want to say that. All these things can be corrected. It's just a matter of what is it going to cost? Can you negotiate to get the seller to take care of those items? Are they going to help you pay for those items? Or can you do the repairs yourself? Just make sure you do them the right way. I suggest getting with a structural or a soils engineer to find the proper solution. And a lot of times I've seen in cases like this, they can advise you on how to do a repair, like fixing the grating and the downspouts by yourself. So it's not a make it or break it item all the time. Sometimes it's something that you can just take care of yourself. So anyways, you guys, have a good day. This is your home inspector quick tip.